Hello, and welcome back to Dungeon Boys, not Season 3. The last time you heard from us possibly was either in Episode 0 of this show or at the very end of Season 2 of the Medine campaign. We've made a few changes. We're going to be doing some modules for you, and then maybe some interspersed one-shots. But we are jumping in with our first playthrough, possibly only, if it goes horribly awry, playthrough of The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. This is a book made by D&D, which we paid for. We paid for it so that we can play it.
We make no claims to the characters disclosed within this book.
Correct. We didn't make up any of those. The only characters that have been made up are the 4 that you see here today.
In
so far.
But real quick, just how about just your names and your character name, real quick, just in case they're not watching on YouTube, and just in case they didn't listen to episode 0, your name, your character's name, race, and class. Very quickly, starting where we always start.
Cool. So, my character's name is Meek, and is a shapeshifter Raven Queen Warlock. So, yeah.
What is your name?
My name is Josh.
There you go.
They knew that.
Did they?
They should.
They should. They definitely
New
should.
people might not.
That's the whole.
It's on all the billboards.
But we've made changes where hopefully there will be new people starting on this very episode. This could be the first time they hear your sweet voice.
Could be.
Josh is also
Would it be the last?
the new beginning of our show. Now the new editor. Has been elected the new editor, so hopefully you'll be hearing some fun sounds.
Right. Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
There'll be he'll be adding a lot of gunshots in post.
Right.
This is a
car
mob
chases.
campaign.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A non-violent mob.
Yeah. Anyway,
Keith is our producer. We don't know what producers really do.
They're just there.
They produce things.
They don't direct.
Right.
They just produce.
Right.
I direct a little bit.
Dabble.
Hey, before we started the show, I was given theatrical save me, Zenas. Quick, thesaurus. Theatrical direction. But now it's time for Zenas to talk about himself.
Well, that's me. I'm Zenith. I'm playing Tabaxi Rogue, named Missing Prince.
With a T.
With a T. He's not like royalty. It's Missing Prince because he's sneaky. And when he was young, they was like, man, this cat ain't got no prince. Prince missing.
The kind you find at a second-hand store.
And that's about it.
Not that kind of prince either.
That's about all that.
It's gonna be
When
fun.
doves cry.
Well, I mean, he's a cat.
Little red Corvette.
All right. Too many copyrights.
The estate of Prince is on the phone right now. Go ahead, John.
I am John, playing Eric, the Bugbear Ranger.
We're not starting this early.
I know.
Cool. I am Bryce, and I will be playing... Well, my character doesn't actually remember his name, but he's going to go by Rusty eventually.
Nice.
I will be playing a goblin artificer.
Excellent. And to get their backstories as characters, listen to episode 0 if you want to get any of that. Or if you want to get it organically through the show, we're about to find out all that stuff now.
I kind of want to point out the fact that, like, just naturally none of us picked, like, the average character.
Yeah.
Like, no, there wasn't a human, there wasn't a dwarf, there wasn't an elf, there wasn't a...
He was going to be a frog originally.
I was going to be a frog
Yeah.
originally. But that
You should have gone with Walter.
No, that character is designed for a different campaign.
Okay.
It's far too powerful.
That's a great
for this one.
segue into a brief introduction to the campaign. Also, the fact, I am known to be a very not very confident man, but we've been playing a lot of D&D for a long time.
It's been a lot.
And so it's we may not do it the best way or the right way, according to whoever might say.
We are veterans of 5e. We might
Yeah.
not be true veterans who started back when it first came out and all that, but we're 5e veterans.
We've got hundreds of hours of game time under our belt.
We started
Hundreds.
before Stranger Things made it popular. So
That's right. In
we're
fact, we
veterans.
may have made it popular for Stranger
Probably. Actually,
Actually,
started
that
because
little
of
girl
Stranger
was.
Things.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't remember playing before I saw.
I didn't
Stranger
watch
Things.
Stranger Things before I played D&D.
Just fun fact: the bald little girl in
Yes.
Stranger
Billie Eilish.
Things actually played by Zenas. back then when they shot it.
All right.
Body
I
double.
was about 150 pounds lighter.
Only for
The secret is out.
Oh, sorry, it was in that other, it was the other titled one. It just,
Stranger Things.
Josh, if you cut that out, you're fired.
That's going to be the title for this one. Oh, God.
If you cut that out, you're absolutely fired. All right, moving right along. That's a perfect segue into our little campaign introduction. We're going to be playing the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. The characters know that the Witchlight Carnival is kind of a fey carnival that appears every so often, and they are headed to visit it for reasons that they are compelled to go there. I'll explain to all of you that listening that each of the characters lost something at one point, and now that the Witchlight Carnival has reappeared, all of your characters feel drawn to go and investigate it to see if you couldn't find something that was lost. I think maybe we should explain what was lost, kinda, just very briefly. I'll tell everyone. I think Josh's character Mick lost a memory, can't remember something, assumes it's important.
What is it?
Compelled to go, can't tell you.
Oh.
Missing Prince, as a tabaxi, goes off into the world and then eventually tries to return home. Well,
Lost his fingerprints.
he lost his knowledge on how to get back home.
Turns out there was a map there.
Like
Yeah, like
that
that.
movie.
Yeah, just like a movie. Eric has lost the ability to smile and laugh. Hasn't laughed in at least 8 years, or smiled. And our goblin, Rusty, unnamed as of yet, has lost his sense of danger. So is getting himself, unfortunately, in a little bit of trouble with his sense of danger. So these
Which it extends into social situations as well. I'm not a pleasant man to be around.
not even a man. So, having lost these things, they've learned to live with it, but eventually the carnival has reappeared, reigniting their desire to find these things. They all find themselves either in the forest somewhere nearby or in the city near Neverwinter, and the carnival has appeared outside the city and on the outskirts, out in the rural areas. And so you guys may find out where you came from. Maybe you were in the city spending some time. The characters know that, and we'll learn that from them. Hopefully we'll do some good RPing for you. This will be likely an RP-heavy campaign. It will be fairly combat low, at least in the beginning, more than likely, unless they decide to fight everything they see. But we hope you enjoy
Guy in the
it.
ticket booth is going down.
Bryce makes a good point. Anytime he goes back and listens to the show, he is delighted with how humorous he finds it. Hopefully you also find it
Especially
humorous. We do tend to crack a lot of jokes, and we hope that we can tell you a compelling story also while cracking some jokes. But with that being said, you find yourselves all in the ticket line at the Witchlight Carnival.
Roll for initiative.
He's like the guy on the news. Are you allowed to insert that GIF?
Huh?
Are you allowed to insert that GIF?
Can I?
I don't know.
What GIF? GIF.
The one. It's GIF.
Says you.
Like a peanut butter?
It says the guy who created the file
He
extension.
he doesn't decide on how the English language works. Anyhow, what GIF?
But he
GIF.
should.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Are you making a joke or are you serious?
I'm serious.
I think
Oh,
it's
the
the
one
thing
you
you
sent in the,
Oh,
the
sorry.
text thing.
It was just a video. There you go.
He remembers.
All right, moving right along.
I get inspiration for that, right?
What are you cutting out?
Just the whole gift conversation and all that kind of stuff.
GIF, yeah, that's perfect.
Also,
Cut
if
that
we're
out.
going to do like a proper intro, we probably don't want to do like...
Oh no, yeah, I'm just. Yeah, I figured you'd do that yourself.
Yeah.
I figured you might even mute me and do it.
Still just keep.
Yeah, we're going to keep the hand motions and everything.
Well, I'll do that in the video one. Also, if you're listening to this, don't cut this out. If you're listening to this, there will be an uncut version on YouTube. So
Yeah.
get the audio version with maybe background music and whatever cool stuff Josh tries to throw in.
For your ear holes.
get the uncut version on YouTube, where you do get to hear Bryce and I argue about GIF versus GIF.
38% more wiener jokes, too.
That's right.
We measured 38%.
So let's start. Let's set the scene, okay? We're playing a module, so I'm going to be doing a little more reading than I normally do. But let us begin. The traveling extravaganza known as the Witchlight Carnival visits your world once every 8 years. You have a dim memory of sneaking into the carnival or whatever it is that brought you there. Each character knows a reason why they might have been there, but you have a dim memory of going to the carnival without paying for a ticket. That memory has grown foggy over time, though it still conjures a weird admixture of emotions. Wonder and awe mixed with loss and regret. During this childhood visit, your character lost something. You tried to find it, but the carnival owners, a pair of elves named Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, were decidedly unhelpful. Silly little screeching cricket. You forgot to buy a ticket. The carnival goes round and round, said Light. The multiverse is our playground. Nothing's free and nothing's lost. Every visit has its cost. I think I want to redo that one real quick because I forgot I was supposed to read all of it. So I just went directly into acting mode. So let me go back one more time.
Go for it.
You tried to find it, but the carnival owners, a pair of elves named Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, were decidedly unhelpful. Silly little screeching cricket, said Witch. You forgot to buy a ticket. The carnival goes round and round, said Light. The multiverse is our playground. Nothing's free and nothing's lost. Every visit has its cost. As time passed, your heart became less heavy, and you gave less and less thought to those childhood events. Now, for reasons you can't explain, again I said childhood events, but at least 8 years ago events. For reasons you can't explain, the longing to retrieve that which you have lost has resurfaced, as though an old spell has faded away, allowing you to feel the loss as sharply as if it happened yesterday. The Witchlight Carnival has returned, and you find yourself standing near a ticket booth by the entrance at twilight, just as the carnival is about to open. There you meet others who look as troubled as you, possibly. Without knowing how or why, you sense that each of them has lost something as well. Perhaps fate has brought you together. So, standing in line, directly in front of a ticket booth, we have our characters. In line, our first character at the ticket booth, I believe, was Missing Prince / Prince. I will probably just continue to call you Prince.
That's what you go by anyway.
Right.
It's all connected.
I'm trying to find my place in my notebook. Or my book, yeah.
While we have that little bit of silence, does it have to be 8 years, or just it has to be at least 8 years?
It has to be at least 8 years. Okay. Sorry, it has to be either 8 or 16 or 24 years or
24,
multiple of 8.
32. Yeah, multiple of 8 because it only comes back every 8 years.
Because my dude was a child when this happened.
Perfect.
Now he's like 60-something.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a long time.
That's completely fine. Completely fine.
Cool. Then it has been 64 years.
My God, was 13.
Real quick to set this scene, in a moment I'll ask you all to roll a perception check, but a silver statue of a dancing fairy is mounted on the roof of the ticket booth that stands before you and is surrounded by butterflies. The booth is decorated with an animated depiction of the night sky with shooting stars arcing across it. An elderly goblin perches behind the ticket counter, peering at you quizzically through a spyglass. He lowers the spyglass and calls out to you, "Greetings, fair goers!" Now, please, roll a perception check for me.
Nice goblin.
Is that me? Oh.
We're actually using real, live
Yeah, character sheets and everything.
character sheets.
Good job, Josh.
Now,
Way to plug it.
as one who has never rolled for anything on a character sheet, what am I adding?
It should be in your list of skills.
Yeah.
You should see next to perception. Do you see plus something?
Yep. That's a plus 2 to 11, so it's a 13.
Also, it should be noted that we will be doing milestone level ups,
Hey.
but
That'll wait.
the level ups in this module are, I don't determine the milestones, they do. So you will not level up until certain things occur.
But we'll go from like level 1 to level 13. Oh man.
Also, just
I don't like that.
before you begin to get antsy, like, oh, he forgot to give us a level up. Be prepared to hang out at level 1 for a little while.
Dang it.
Okay. So,
Bob it dingy.
We can be squishy for a little while.
I've heard this. The review for this campaign is, someone said that it is D&D for theater kids, and none of us are really theater kids, but I think we'll enjoy acting out the campaign.
Oh, we're gonna try.
What were our perception rolls, my friend?
15.
13.
27.
7?
Yes.
All right. So just to be clear,
I'm in line.
yes. Rusty is Rusty. Like you're in line, like twiddling your thumbs, like just waiting your turn, not noticing anything around
Twiddling
you.
somebody else's thumbs.
You turn around.
I'm
Prince,
really short. Maybe I just don't see around people.
Not calling you your other character name is going to be hard, so please forgive me for whenever I make mistakes. But
Grim.
Prince, Prince, you turn around and you notice the 3 people behind you in line have a look about them. There's almost an ethereal sense that there's a kinship with them. That you look at them and you're like, they look almost as concerned to be here as me. They're there's a bugbear that's really tall and like really standing out. Like he's like peering into the carnival, like already looking around. You can see from here that there's a lost property sign and area inside the thing, and he's eyeing that thing pretty good. Like all these 3 people behind you look like they could be somewhat similar to you. Maybe a similar thing has drawn them here. And I'll let you do with that whatever you please. If you don't want to talk about, you don't want to address them, you certainly don't have to.
You've already racially profiled the bugbear, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that totally happened.
Aren't you? So are we in? Like immediately behind me is.
Yeah,
Bugbear?
you are in a single file line. The 4 of you is 1, 2, 3, and 4 next in line. So directly behind you is a bugbear. Actually.
I'm gonna. How tall are you?
8 feet.
I'm gonna look up at you.
Wait, am I correct in that? 1, 2.
Yeah, I got 2.
Yeah.
3, 4.
3, 4. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, there's.
I was thinking backwards because like a higher number first in line.
Typically, yeah.
And for the DM's reference,
But
I
this
am
makes
just
more
like
sense
I
somehow.
just look like older human.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, man.
Nobody knows my face. Nobody knows my face.
I'm gonna look up at you as you're looking around and say, "You have a look about you, don't you?
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
As good as I can be, I guess. Considering,
That's good.
yes. Well, anyway, I turn around.
All right.
How tall is your character?
6 feet.
6 feet. Okay.
When you turn around, the goblin has an ear horn and a spyglass, and he puts his spyglass down. And he
How old is
He's
this?
he's old looking.
He's 25.
He leans next to you and he says,
Hello there. Would you like entrance to the carnival?
Yes. It should be noted as well. Keith and I talked about Prince's whole thing is like lore. So he's got an enchanted notebook that's just kind of like circling him, taking in all this information, just writing down. Yes. Please.
What brings you here to the carnival?
Legs.
I'm looking for something. Something I lost.
Lost something, have you? Let me
Yes.
check on something.
he picks up a wooden box from underneath the. He picks up a wooden box from underneath him. It's got a silver clasp on it. He unlocks the clasp, and he takes out his spyglass, and he like looks into the box real quick, and then he pulls his spyglass out, and it's like the glass is like right there close to your face. Takes off the spyglass.
Young man, lean a little closer. Put your. Let me listen to your heart.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Is there a reason?
Well, of course, I don't have to divulge everything.
Company secrets, man.
He takes his ear horn out and he says,
Yes.
Stabs me with it.
he pulls out a ticket from the box and he says, he closes the box, puts it underneath the table that he's sitting at, and he hands you the ticket and he says,
This ticket was left here for you by an anonymous benefactor. Please enjoy 8 a full ticket worth of 8 rides and attractions on this anonymous benefactor. I almost said on the house, but that'd be incorrect. We don't give out free tickets.
Thank you, I guess. Is there a way to get a message to this person?
Oh, they
Not any particular...
You're aware of what anonymous means? You speak the common tongue.
I'm not interested... I also speak Goblin, if you'd prefer. I'm not particularly interested in meeting them. Just a word of gratitude, if possible.
How about this? Write down a little note. I'll keep it here in my box. If I see them again, I'll hand it over.
That sounds fair, thank you.
While you write that note, let me explain how the carnival works. First time?
No.
Not your first time. Been here before, then?
Many years ago, yes.
Excellent. Well, let me explain how the carnival works. First of all, this is your ticket. It is worth 8 rides and attractions. The big top is free. Spend your time there all evening if you like, but the other attractions will typically cost 1 punch of your ticket. Now, attractions in the big top are free again, but there are 2 things you won't want to miss. At midnight, we will have the big top extravaganza. You will not want to miss this. Mr. Light puts on a great show, and there will be an opportunity for you, yes, even you, to perform as well, possibly to impress the carnival owners. Then,
We also hear this?
Huh?
We also hear this? I
Yeah.
imagine you're not going to go through this for each of us.
No, I won't do that
I
again.
also imagine he's very loud.
Can I raise my hand?
Sure.
He's taken the ear horn and put it over his mouth.
Whenever you raise your hand, the spyglass comes out. He looks up there.
yes,
Sir, who's Mr. Light?
I'm with a customer right now, Mr. Bugbear. I don't care if you're 8 feet tall. Wait your turn.
Sorry.
I'll be happy to answer your questions in a few moments.
While he writes down the note.
But yes, you won't want to miss the big top extravaganza, which happens at midnight, 4 hours from now. As well, you will not want to miss the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch. I believe.
We believe.
Yes. Sorry, I wanted to make I had to check my schedule.
Whoa, that's new.
I wanted to check my... It's been a long... I'm an old goblin, you see, and sometimes I forget the names of things, but yes, there will be the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch. So, you don't want to miss those 2 events. That's where you get to see Mr. Witch and Mr. Light at the very end of the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch.
That sounds very interesting.
Have you finished your note?
Yes, I give it to him real quick.
Thank you.
It's 8 pounds.
And that's all? That's all I need to know?
Yes, that's all you need to know. Please enjoy the Witchlight Carnival.
I will do my best. And I swoop on in there.
Okay. He walks into the door.
Sound.
All right. So you walk past the ticket booth with your ticket in hand. Next, cycling up to the booth is Eric the Bugbear, and the goblin, pulls out his spyglass.
A bugbear. We have one of those. We have an employee bugbear. Wears a jack-o'-lantern on his head. If you see him, be sure to say hello. He actually is quite well-versed in poetry. But what brings you to the Witchlight Carnival this evening?
I've been here before. It feels like I've lost something here. I'm trying to find it.
You feel like this is our first night. It must have been a while back you lost something.
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, if you lost something, it may be in the lost property section. But fear not. There's nothing dastardly or, untoward going on in the carnival. Fear not. We're not taking anything from you, promise. We may be carnies, but we're not that kind of garden, I'm there.
I have 2 questions. Who, if you can, of course.
First of all, before you ask your questions, what is your name, Mr. Bugbear?
I'm Eric.
I'm Eric?
I am Eric.
Thank you for
Me.
Mr. Bugbear, I'm just being a little bit silly. Even the ticket booth is part of the show. I know you said Eric. But thank you for not interrupting me or getting upset.
It's fine.
Go ahead and ask your questions, and I need to check on something.
Who's Mr. Light?
He flips open his clasp. He pulls out that same thing, pulls out a ticket, listens to you, and he holds out his hand with the ticket.
I grab it.
Now, to answer your first question, Mr. Light, He is one of our carnival owners. He and Mr. Witch are partners, and they run the carnival for the enjoyment of anyone who comes by.
Oh, sweet. Well, you kind of answered my second question. That's great.
What was your second question?
Who was Mr. Witch?
Oh, yes, they are carnival owners. Mr. Witch always wears a dapper suit and a top hat, and Mr. Light is always running around with his spindly frame and his harlequin costume, entertaining people and being very flashy. But here is your ticket. An anonymous benefactor left it for you.
Oh.
There's a lot of those going around these days.
This is out of game. He pointed where the lost and found properties are, right?
Yeah.
Okay. After this, I'm going there.
Gotcha.
Just by the way.
And he says, and if you're confused on the location of anything, here's a map.
And he slaps a map in your hand, and that's what you see right here. You also got one. Anybody who walks up will get one.
I got a map.
Is it one of those inconveniently sized maps they always give you and you have to carry it around the rest of the night?
Yeah. I mean, this thing's huge. It doesn't look that big, but...
Like, you go to an event, they give you, like, a pamphlet or, like, a map or whatever, and it's always like, what do I do with this?
Are the edges supposed to be frayed, or did you rip it while you were breaking it out or something?
I ripped it out of the book.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, that's cool. It's supposed to look like it's like 8 years old.
I wish.
Anything else, Mr. Bugbear? Eric?
No, sir. Thank you.
Very well. Enjoy the carnival.
I shall.
And remember, don't miss the big top extravaganza or the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch. It could be you. Providing we have someone who could reach that high.
Okay. I'll get to the lost properties.
Now, goodbye now.
Okay, you're heading inside.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next on the list was Mick. Yeah, I'm seeing your name in my head every time I say it, and I'm worried I'm going to say it wrong. But
I don't think you can say it wrong.
okay.
I feel like whenever you do the gravelly goblin voice, it's going to be easier to say the name than saying it with like a regular American drawl.
Good evening, sir.
Honestly, it's very hard not to try doing an Arlo right now.
Yeah.
Remember, your Fondaris, I can only picture him like telling Minilum that he's clever, but he's not yet wise.
Yeah,
So
he's
just-
got a bit of a deeper voice like that. So.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. He's a bit deeper. So.
Good evening, old-timer. Good to see a fellow grey man coming to the carnival.
Yes, good evening to you, sir.
Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening to you, sir.
He takes down the whole...
I don't really need this. It's all for the show.
It's a fake horn.
He says... he says...
Now, wait. Whoosh.
Pulls out the spyglass.
Like, me as a character actually, like, backs up a little bit.
He says...
Oh.
He says to himself...
3 in a row.
He takes out his thing, opens it up, and says...
Oddly enough, an anonymous benefactor has left a ticket here for you as well.
Who? Never mind. I wouldn't ask who the anonymous benefactor is, but didn't I also hear the last two ahead of me were also anonymous benefactors' gifts?
If you're an eavesdropper, you have.
Hadn't been dropping any eaves.
I just
No, don't mean to start any trouble. Just thought it was a bit odd.
Of course. We would ask you to start no trouble inside the carnival, but only that you start the most fun you've ever had in your life.
Drinking.
Your name, sir?
Meek.
Meek.
Wait.
Good to meet you. Good to meet you, Meek.
Can
Why-
I
why
butt
do-
in a little bit?
Of
My
course.
character? I'm right behind him?
Yeah.
Okay. So my character just very low charisma, no social graces. So he's gonna he's like gonna spit off to the side. You plan to have a conversation with everyone in line?
Excuse me, sir.
There's plenty of people here who need to get into the carnival.
all you see first, you like this is a full-size man in front of you, and you're a tiny goblin. All you see at first is a golden ear horn. Come out to the side of the
The
guy.
spyglass goes up and over.
He leans out and he says, hold on just a second.
Just push Meek to the side a little bit, and that thing telescopes out.
I'm imagining it's like Jack Sparrow's when he's comparing sizes with
Yeah,
I can't even look through it.
he leans out and he says,
Excuse me, sir. I am with a customer. It is my prerogative to have a conversation with whomever I wish, especially when I'm talking to the third out of 3 people who have had a ticket left for them by an anonymous benefactor.
No,
Quite honestly-
it's quite all right. Quite all right.
he leans
It's quite
out.
all right.
Excuse me, sir, I'm with a customer.
He's saying that to you now. He leans out and pulls his spyglass and stares down at you and says,
Well, I'll be damned.
he leans back over and he opens up his box and he leans back again and he puts his ticket out and he goes,
If you don't want to have a conversation, then take your ticket from the anonymous benefactor as well. I don't know why all of you are here in line and
He's talking to me? Or
yeah,
okay.
to you.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's leaned over. You can't see this in the video if you're not watching the video.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm leaned over
I'm
talking
like
to the
holding
goblin.
up an arm, and he's like, handing it
Yeah.
past me.
And he's saying,
if you would wish not to have a conversation with me, here, take your map, take your ticket. Again, you obviously heard me explain how the carnival works. Did you not?
I've been hearing a lot from you.
Sir.
Right? Big top.
Yes.
Big top.
Do not miss the special events. You will not want to miss those. But please, come into the carnival, and I hope this anonymous benefactor free ticket changes your tune, Mr. Goblin.
Yeah, sure. What does this ticket booth look like? Is it like the glass window and everything, or
Yeah.
is it like
I mean, there's no glass, but there's a window.
Okay. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, it's just open? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna walk up to it, and I'm gonna climb up on the counter and, like, look down in there, like, around inside the ticket booth, like, I know I left it
Excuse me, sir.
What? Yes?
Please. He puts his hands on your hands and pushes them off of the thing.
I seem to have left something here just a while ago. Perhaps you've seen it.
Sir, if you left anything here, it would be in the lost property booth.
This is not something someone's going to pick up and just put in the lost and found. I'm sure they would keep it if they found it.
Well, you might be in luck, Mr. Your name? Excuse me.
Rusty. Just go with Rusty.
I'm sorry, older gentleman. I'm dealing with this customer. Do you need anything else?
I'm still standing there just like holding a ticket, like he just stuck it in my hand, like, no, I think this will do.
Very well. Enjoy the carnival. Hope you find what you lost or whatever it is you're here for.
Wait, lost?
That is why you're here.
I
No.
came to enjoy the carnival?
Roll deception.
Ooh.
He doesn't
Oh,
see
no.
you.
It's a 3 plus somebody. 3 plus 5. It's an 8. Deal with it.
The goblin at the ticket booth turns towards you, and his playfulness has left him a little bit. And he says,
Do not try to lie to me, old-timer. I know a bit of why you're here, and I spoke with your anonymous benefactor. If you're looking for something lost, that's fine. But I shall tell you both, since the two of you are trying to derail my ticket line here, that the mood of the carnival is very important to Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. They are very, very concerned with every... Sir,
Spit it in the booth.
are you quite finished?
Sorry. Yes, go.
They are very concerned with the general mood of the carnival. Do too much to cause the mood of the carnival to decrease, and you may be forcibly removed. But do enough to improve the mood of the carnival, change your ways,
he looks at you.
and you may find yourself being the Witchlight Monarch yourself. Now, I hope you find what you've lost,
Yes, me too.
but beyond that, I can help you no further. Here are your maps and your tickets. Please enjoy the carnival.
Right.
Next.
I want to, like, grab you by, like, the shoulder and, like, start pulling you over. Like,
Oh, hello.
Yep, right. Hello. Good. Come this way.
My name's not really Rusty.
Do we all feel the presence that they needed, that they lost something too?
Unless you closed your ears, you heard probably all this yelling.
Yeah, everybody in line near you said they lost something.
Okay, well, you just said that there's like a presence that they lost something. It's like, okay, we all feel this?
It's not like a physical magic. It's not like something you can put your finger
Okay.
on.
It's like just like a tingle kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of just a
Okay.
little tingle.
The Peter Tingle.
Okay, then. I'm going to slightly
Sorry, I think they're about to have a little.
Yeah.
thing.
Okay, my bad.
You said your name's not Rusty.
No, well, could be.
What do you mean could be?
I don't really remember my name. I haven't used it in 40 years now.
Rusty, you don't get out much, do you?
No. I've been in a cave for the past 40 years now.
Are you giving me a metaphor, or have you really been in a cave for the last 40 years?
Oh, yes. At least. How long is a year again?
Tell you what, come on inside. Come on.
I was like this big when I went in the cave. I don't remember ever leaving after that. I blew it up the other day, though, so... Gonna have to find a new cave, I suppose, for the next 40 or 50 or so.
You said I blew it up the other day. It's like, don't go in there. Like, we gotta let it air out for a while. Oh, God, I want to do some more role playing, but I can't stop laughing. All right, well, hey, just come on. I'm sure it'll all come back to you. It'll be fine. Come on.
Yeah. I'm going over to the lost and found. Maybe someone found my
lost.
Whatever it was I lost.
Right.
I know I lost something here.
Well,
do we understand what we have lost, or is it like?
I mean, he knows that there's something he can't remember that he'd like to.
Yeah, I was about to say like.
Yeah, I think you know what you lost.
Okay.
Which I think it would be like, it would have been probably pretty helpful to have a healthy fear of danger before I blew my cave up by accident.
Yeah, I've got a feeling I've lost something myself, but you said I lost and found like a box or a booth, or did he tell you what it is? And I pull out the map, I'm like looking at the map and everything.
So here's your ticket booth. For those of you who are watching on video, there's a map. Also, there should be somewhere you can find a link to the map in the description. Or just Google Wild Beyond the Witchlight
map. It's also on the owlbear thing.
Yeah, it's also above you. So right here is the ticket booth. You go right through there, past the Calliope, and to the lost property.
Holy crap, I never would have been able to pronounce that.
Calliope.
Calliope.
Never heard that one.
You don't get out the cave much, do you?
No.
Alright, sorry. That's where it is on the map.
I'm so...
As soon as I hear them going where I'm going, I just want to frantically walk faster so I don't have
Hey,
to
you know that big fellow in front of us also lost something. I wonder where he
went.
went.
Something like that.
Whoa, there he is.
How did you catch me that fast?
We were right inside the gate. You were standing.
It's not 2 miles.
No, although I was kind of walking and then slowly stop before.
You were close enough to hear us.
Yeah,
I'm definitely close enough to see you running towards us.
Okay, I just want to walk faster. It's like,
okay.
Don't mess with them. Don't mess with them.
All right. Well, I would love to know what Prince is doing because you were the first one to go in. Where's your head?
Already being crowned the monarch.
Got a hot dog.
He would just be right inside, because once he kind of recognized some similarities, and he wasn't told about the lost property, so he got the map. He's kind of standing inside to the left a little bit, just studying the map, getting a good feel of the place, and just kind of taking in and letting his notebook record what's going on.
So as you guys are coming in, the carnival has started for a little while, but you weren't the first ones in line. People have been going in. The carnival's been getting started. So there is something that's about to happen here at the carnival at the very beginning that you will probably have to participate in, or at least watch go by.
Should we describe some visuals on our characters?
Yeah, take a minute to describe some visuals of your characters briefly, just in case people didn't listen to the episode before this.
Okay, so if you're on video, you would have seen me when my character was trying to come up with a name for himself. He looked down. It's because he's wearing chainmail, because eventually he will be an armorer artificer, but he's totally focused on building the perfect set of armor, even though he has no real sense of danger. And he's been wearing this chainmail for about 40 years now. And it's rather rusty from sweat and other fluids that he may have interspersed upon it. But yeah, stinky, old, very, very old goblin with rusty chainmail and very dirty from living in a cave.
A little phlegm action going on, sounds like.
Good.
I'm going to try not to do that too much because there may be some ASMR people out there who will reflexively gag at just the noise.
All right, Jack. John. What does Eric look like?
Do they touch me to stop me? If they do, and
you're running. You said you were running to us, right?
No,
I said
speeding up to get
speeding up to get to the property.
I heard you. Okay, I thought you said you were going to run to us. Never mind.
No.
Did
All right.
Did you miss my question?
Yeah, describe your character.
Yeah, what do you look like?
Oh, describe. Oh.
Briefly.
Unless you said what I was doing.
No.
He kind of looks like a bugbear with kind of just like leather armor with like scratches, with bow, sword, and a shield.
Okay.
Kind of like hunting armor, basically.
Gotcha. An outdoorsman, a ranger. Bugbears are like essentially like Sasquatches.
They're big hairy
Kinda.
goblins.
They have very long, pointed ears.
That too.
Longer than elves.
Nice.
Like characters from Jack and Dexter, am I right?
Yeah.
Keith remembers.
Give me a Jack 4, please.
Yeah.
Naughty dog.
It'd be nice. They have a Jack 4, but it's about the end of the world and Eco is dying, and it's dumb.
Oh, I never played that.
It's not counted as number 4. It's like lost in something or other.
Oh, okay. All right. What do you look like?
So if you go to Tabaxi in the player's handbook, you will see exactly what my character looks like. Short hair, kind of like a cheetah, like really just sparse leather armor, no shoes, no sleeves, and then like a kind of a dust-colored cloak and a backpack.
Nice.
Just plain, just very simple. You know, I mean, he's just a traveler. Like he's walking around collecting lore and knowledge and stuff to bring back to his tribe. That's really all he cares about.
Cool.
So yeah.
I like it. And finally,
It's me. Meek looks like whoever he feels like looking like. To anybody who can see on the YouTube, hey, I just look like generic white bread old dude right now. So
Okay.
just kind of going as like the unassuming human.
but you're a shape changer.
I am a shapeshifter, shape changer,
Yeah.
however they are called in the
Change
manual.
Sorry.
So yeah, like as a race, they have different masks and personas. Like a mask could be like, I could decide that I want to look like one of the people that just walks by or whatever. It's like a temporary thing. Or a persona is like I have different people that I portray for different situations,
Yeah.
like for negotiation, intimidation, combat.
A
Stuff like that.
persona is like a daily driver. A mask is like a
Yeah.
tool.
Yeah, and then, like I can change my appearance, my voice, and everything as one action.
Okay. Cool.
But clothing and stuff like that doesn't change. So I just have like kind of just very kind of loose clothing on. I've got like a jacket and just regular like. I don't have any armor. I have like cloth clothing. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. So the bugbear is traveling. Bugbear Eric.
Yeah,
is
away from us.
Yeah, is trying to get away from you guys to get the lost property. As he does that, he's kind of bumping in here to. I'm struggling with the old names. He bumps into Prince as a crowd is forming between you guys and the big top, kind of in this main thoroughfare. And then the two of you arrive. Meek and Rusty arrive, and the four of you kind of bump in together at the back of this crowd.
There were no survivors.
As something is beginning to happen. The Calliope is playing. The doo-doo-doo-doo is playing in the background. And the carnival is having its nightly kickoff, where some things happen. A 12-foot tall walking tree, garlanded in golden ribbons, marches down the thoroughfare. Emerald clouds swirl above the tree and rain down golden spinning sycamore seeds. Fairgoers try to catch the seeds before they hit the ground. As the seeds gently fall, a chatty squirrel scampers along the boughs of the tree, handing dandelions to select passers-by. So,
That sounds like festive right there.
Do I roll to get a dandelion?
hold on just a second. Yeah, so a sycamore seed.
Squirrel.
If you want to catch a falling sycamore seed before it touches the ground, which is what the tree is meant to do, the tree is walking by and you hear the tree saying, "Now everyone be sure to catch a seed. You never know what you might get. Be sure to catch a seed."
I don't want to see it anymore.
And the squirrel says, "Yeah, go ahead and catch one. Here, take a dandelion." And as the squirrel and the tree walk past your group of four,
The squirrel.
it is Prince who is handed a dandelion from the squirrel. "Here you go, kitty," he says.
Thank you.
Now, if you want to try
Hey,
to catch
how about
a
mine? Where do I get one?
it's up to my discretion.
Well, discretion this way.
Oh, we're already leaving. Sorry. he's really not that far away.
Can I reach him?
Do as you wish.
Come on, just one dandelion.
All right, so roll a dex. We're gonna roll a dex contest here.
Okay.
Hold on. I need a stat.
Come on, little
Hold
guy,
I
I
need
don't
a-
bite.
While you're making this roll, Rusty, I don't think it's such a good idea. I don't.
Oh, he's a squirrel. He's shorter than I am.
Please don't interfere with all of this.
You were running away from me earlier.
'Cause I
Don't you butt in now. I just want a
I want
dandelion.
to see what happens.
I do want to see what happens.
I need.
But as a character, I had to say
stat
it.
block.
He's
Real
a
quick.
squirrel.
While all of this happens, is it like a sleight of hand to get one?
To get what?
The dandelion.
I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a dexterity check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
Oh, I like your character.
It's gonna be
sheet.
a-
That's cool.
It's gonna be
Turns
a
out that's what you were missing.
Yeah,
from,
his did that too.
That's,
what's that?
That's
Mine did
nifty.
not.
What?
Ours didn't. Different things.
Your little blocks.
Yeah. I don't know why. What
All right,
did you
dexterity. We're gonna do a
Just a-
dexterity
use?
contest
The
here.
Form
Fight
fillable.
Club?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
It was one I
We
just
both-
downloaded.
We
Okay.
both used iPhone version.
For those editing, now is when we come back to the game.
Welcome.
Rusty is trying to take a dandelion from a squirrel that's trying to get away from him.
Come on,
and
little guy.
We're going to roll a dexterity contest to see if the squirrel can snatch the dandelion away before Rusty... I just picture like an old man just like... trying to get up there. So, roll a dex check
12.
against me. Oh, you were able to do it.
Ha ha! Got one. Hey,
He snatches back the rest of the dandelions. He says, "You're really killing the mood here," and he hops to the other side of the tree.
He pulls a gun.
The sycamore seeds are now falling to the ground. If you want to try to catch a sycamore seed before it hits the ground, roll a dexterity check.
I'll give it a shot.
I don't know why all these losers are trying to catch one before they hit the ground. There's a bunch of them down here.
Hey.
Negative on
23.
that one.
Nice. You were able to snag... big bugbear has no problem snagging a sycamore seed. Like, it appears out of the cloud, and barely before it appears out of the cloud, you just grab it.
Wait, so is there any way I could grab more than just one?
Just in one.
Okay then.
Only time for one.
5.
You are unable to grab a sycamore seed. You try to grab one, but the air pushes it through your middle and ring fingers, and it floats off as you kind of grasp at it.
17 plus 3.
You are as successful in grabbing a sycamore seed as well in the air,
I got 18.
and you also are successful in grabbing a sycamore seed. Everyone who grabbed a sycamore seed, please roll a d8.
I'm going to actually hand mine off to Meek.
I don't know what these people are crazy about catching these things. There's a bunch of them down here on the ground. Here, you take this one.
Thank
I'm
you.
just going to be like grabbing up like
Okay.
handfuls of the ones off the
As
ground.
you grab the
I'm like-
ones,
Eyeballing the thing, see if I see anything unusual about it.
as you grab the ones from the ground, every time you touch one, it just kind of fizzles away.
Oh, come on.
So roll a d8 for me.
I got a 6.
You got a 6.
I got a 6 too.
Okay.
Only one.
A 3. Excellent. All
I
right.
need extra dice.
Perfect. Excellent. Very,
Oh
very
God,
good.
you smile and nod and you say excellent. I'm getting
So
worried.
whenever you guys grab your seed and you look at it, wondering what you'll get, the seed appears as a seed in your hand, and it instantly turns into a single gold piece.
Hey.
So you have now a gold piece in your hand, the two of you. But you, whenever you grab the seed, it fizzles away into a purple mist that forms the vision of a smile. And as soon as you see it, you are easily amused for the rest of the night.
Suddenly I become Arlo.
The creature gains the following personality trait until dawn. I am easily amused. Any conflicting character trait is suppressed in the meantime.
Okay.
Boy, you just got high.
Yeah. So like I'm looking at the thing, I'm like, oh, how about that then?
Yeah.
Isn't that just a wonder right there?
Far out, man.
So, I can roll investigation if need be, but is this gold piece like just regular gold money, or is it like unique?
No, it's not unique. It's just like, I caught a seed and now I have $1.
I got a dollar.
So,
Excuse me. Dog. Very
Let's cut
bugbear.
that for sure.
Very bugbear of you.
Yeah, you should have left that one in there.
has the people just like dispersed after all of that?
People are, now that the tree is walking away, people are dispersing. The calliope music continues. You guys are very close to the calliope now. But yeah, the carnival is kind of back to normal here as our first hour of the night is drawing to a close. I should mention to you as well, the way that this campaign runs is that your time in the carnival is measured on more strict hours than we've ever measured before. At midnight, 4 hours from now, is when the Big Top Extravaganza happens. If you're, I'll do my best to try to, keep an eye on it or whatever. But I'll be deciding when our hours move from hour to hour. And then at dawn, which is 4 hours later, at 4 a.m., I guess, is when the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch occurs. So right now we're, probably halfway through our first hour by the time all this is ended.
Cool.
I'd like, once they just started to disperse.
Sorry.
Rewind.
I gotta remember what you did with that dandelion. Oh, the dandelion is something too.
It's about to be memorable unless something else happens with it.
Here's a character can make a wish while blowing their dandelion seeds into the air.
Yes.
The player should secretly write down their character's wish on a piece of paper. I'll collect that. So if you have a sheet of paper,
I got.
write a note.
Yeah.
I'll collect that and keep it somewhere safe.
What do you mean by wish?
Well, dang it, my character
I
doesn't.
wish we could start this whole night over, and then we get to the end of it, find yourself in a ticket booth.
So while he makes a wish, please continue, John.
Once everything dispersed, I'd like to just immediately walk, speed walk to the Lost and Found.
Okay.
To, lose these people.
Power walk.
Gotcha. You're trying to lose these people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh crap! I don't know what I want.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. Can I have a sheet of paper, please?
Do you have a dandelion?
Oh no, I don't.
You need a dandelion to make a wish.
Oh yeah.
One of them dandelions.
It turned into a gold.
You need to make a wish.
That was a sycamore seed.
Sycamore
You
seed.
can
Yeah.
do either.
Prince needs to make a wish though.
Can I grab a paper?
Un pepe.
All right. John is trying to, for some reason, get away from you guys, and he is walking away to the lost property. I assume you pass by the calliope, which is playing all the music that you hear, and it seems to never run out of air as you pass by. And playing that calliope is a monkey, but you pass by that and head over to lost property. While these folks are making a wish, what is it that you will be doing, Meek?
I'm kind of Rusty was the only one that has struck up any conversation with me, so I feel kind of connected at this point loosely to this character. So
Before
I
you
can
say
see him
anything to me,
glaring at this dandelion thing
that's not all I do. I put it behind me, and I fart very loudly onto the dandelion, blowing away the petals.
for luck. It's tradition. So honestly, this has all happened in just a brief period of time. So I'm trying to get my bearings. I am easily amused by the fart puff of the dandelion.
Oh, it gets better.
Well, that is one way to do it.
So,
But I will say this.
I'm going to hand you the flower. Keith, so you know, I have a ability called magical tinkering. I can record a message on an object, and if another creature touches it, it plays the message back and can be heard for up to 10 feet away. I'm going to hand it up to Mick. Make a wish.
Oh,
Wait, the dandelion you've already used?
Yeah, it's empty of all of its little seed things.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Come on, pull my flower.
I take the flower from. Oh, thank you very much.
The beard doesn't help. You're gonna have to add a fart sound effect. That was good.
You're easily
You
amused.
know, that was pretty funny right there. I'll give you that one.
I want to turn to the bugbear. Like,
He's walking away.
Yeah, I've already walked away.
You
You
can't
can't
talk
when
to
did
him.
you do that?
Dang it.
He's been trying to sprint away
Yeah,
from
I've
y'all
been
for the
trying to
last
sprint
hour.
away.
I'm there. I'm
Okay,
right by here.
smack the cat man.
Yes, that was something. What did you say your name was?
What did I say it was?
It's Rusty, wasn't it, Rusty?
Yes, I'm Rusty now.
Rusty. Very nice,
I want to
Rusty.
lean
Nice
over
meet you.
towards this cat man and like grab him by the shoulder. I think it's because he's got rusty armor.
That would make sense.
I will say this though, Rusty, and everybody else. After your fart maneuver,
10 feet.
I know. After your fart, so whenever the fart goes off, you're close enough to the calliope that you hear, and the music was very, very happy and everything. And then it starts playing again. Do 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 do. Just a little bit. There's an octave lower, and if you were to judge it, a little less happy.
We all hear this?
Roll perception check. I want to know. I want to see if you guys can tell that.
Hey!
John, I think if you sprinted away, well, we won't let you hear the fart, so I don't know if you'll be able to detect this.
Okay,
But
then.
you would hear the
Nat
calliope.
20.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
I
You're
got a 23.
Oh, well then, yeah, okay. All right,
13.
I'm starting to think these dice were cursed.
all right. So you don't really notice it. You just notice the stop and the start. But everybody else, you definitely noticed the calliope stopped, and then when it started again, it was a little bit more of the minor key than it was before.
I want to walk back and see if the monkey's like changed.
Okay, see if the monkey has changed.
So like appearance or like emotions maybe.
All right.
He slid down one little section on the bench to get away from the fart noise.
When you arrive at the Calliope, and again, guys, bear with your DM who, this is my second module I've ever run. Everything else I've made up. So,
Well done, sir. Well done.
as you go back to the Calliope, I'll read the description of this. A merry tune spills forth from the instrument on the back of a brightly painted wagon. A monkey wearing a cloak covered with buttons turns a handle at the wagon's rear, sending music into the air from rows of golden whistles. As you watch, a goblin dressed as a ladybug is toddling around the Calliope, rattling a tin cup in this area.
A tin cup
Mhm.
as like a tipping thing.
It is definitely rattling something in that thing.
Okay then. Can I grab the gold piece that I got from the dandelion? Not dandelion. The
Seed.
seed, and then just put it in the cup.
Sure. You flick the coin into the cup, but before it gets to the cup, as it flies through the air, the goblin catches it and says,
This ain't for money.
and tosses it back.
It's for buttons.
Oh, sorry. Can I? Do I have any buttons? I don't think I have any buttons.
Poke a hole in the gold coin.
I mean, you're wearing clothes that might have buttons.
Got it.
I don't
But
think I'm gonna do that.
that's fine.
Is there any way I could tip the person that's playing it?
As you say that, the monkey turns around and says,
Sure. If you want to tip me, throw something in my can.
Oh,
The goblin collects buttons for me. Here, I got a rhyme to see if it'll convince you. Spare a button, if you please. I'll sew it next to all of these.
and he points to his jacket that's covered in buttons from people's clothes, and he says,
I offer nothing in its place besides a smile on my face.
Joker, run!
That is super disturbing.
Well, you play very well.
Thank you. Sounds like some hoodlums is bothering the mood of the carnival, causing me to play a little bit, less cheerful. Hopefully we can right that wrong. But I will take your gold piece if you want.
I flick it to him.
ding, 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 ding. He takes it out, bites it,
That's real gold, all right.
puts it back. Ding, 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 ding.
Is
So
it
is
back
it-
to happy again?
Yeah, is it like back to happy?
No.
Oh,
I made the monkey sad.
you made him look sad.
So with a nat 20 on that roll, like I know you were talking to them and everything, I'm still next to these two. And I definitely noticed that the thing had changed, right?
Yeah.
So
before this conversation ends, I would like to maintain being the monkey for a second. The goblin comes back up to you. This is a goblin dressed as a ladybug.
To me?
Yeah, kind of
Okay.
cute. And she says,
Are you sure you don't want to put a button in my cup?
Uh,
Come on, man. I see plenty of buttons on your leather armor. Throw a button in a cup. I'm a collector.
okay then. Can I just like take one that will it affect my army? I assume not.
No.
It
I don't-
destroys the
okay.
whole thing.
Yeah, it destroys the whole thing. Okay then. I take one.
Minus
Put it in
5
the cup.
AC.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that button. I really appreciate it. It will be a fine addition to my collection.
You see underneath the jacket, like his muscles just. He's too powerful.
I hope this changes your mood to back to happy.
It won't. But thanks.
I tried.
Just have a good time and follow the rules, young bugbear. It'll be fine. Everything will be fine.
Sweet.
Just don't cause them much. Are you the one causing trouble?
No sir. It's not me.
I think we need to kill.
Okay, well, just stick with the rules, and have a good time.
You.
Oh, me. That's me.
Anyway, thanks for the button. We'll see you.
No problem. Go back to the inventory. Lost and found. Not
Okay.
Inventory.
This is not an RPG.
Yeah, this is not.
I open my pause menu to do some inventory management. All right, so now that has
Good
occurred,
boy. 3,000.
while this conversation was happening, surely you guys have caught up, and now we're on the same timeline. It
Okay.
seems like.
We're good to
So,
go?
as you guys finish your fart conversation, John is finishing his button exchange, and I don't know what you guys are planning to do, but you tell me.
I think, like, I'm still kind of, like, holding the stem by, like, the end of it with, like, all the stuff, like, blown off, so.
Doesn't last for like 10 minutes. Keep doing it. Like, as long as he holds it, it just stretches on.
No,
But
that's
only for 10 feet.
I can make it stink for 10 minutes,
I don't want that.
We're good. We're good.
but the recorded message, it's just a one-time deal.
That was excellent, by the way.
Anyway,
So, no, I wanted to say with the nat 20 on that one, wait a minute. Anybody else find it easily amusing that anybody else find it amusing that things seem to have changed a bit with that truly unfortunate fart?
I never knocked an instrument out of tune before with it.
that is impressive.
It just seemed a bit odd to me. Just seemed a bit
I
odd.
collapsed a cave.
Well, they did
I'm
talk
joking,
about,
that wasn't that.
They did talk about mood.
That is true.
The
Yeah.
ticket man talked about mood. I haven't noticed much of a change. I know that the music was disturbed, but beyond that, I couldn't tell.
Might be something to pay attention to.
The squirrel seemed chuffed for sure.
2 points that I want to mention here as well.
Uh-oh.
First of all, at least you guys all missed an opportunity at inspiration whenever you didn't say unfortunate. So that's unfortunate.
Darn it.
2, you all remember, you guys, we're in the D&D world proper. This isn't made up Medine or whatever. So you guys as characters are familiar with Fae typically
Mhm.
and these different races. So I guess just want to remind you that you're not you know that this is like a fairy carnival, right?
Right.
You've heard of the Witchlight Carnival. It only comes every 8 years. There's a lot of fairy stuff.
Oh, I thought this was like a thing that like is possibly a myth. No one, I didn't realize it was like an actual.
No,
thing.
yeah, it's a thing. It's
Okay.
it's just a thing.
I thought this was like the Curse of Strahd kind of thing. Like we walk through because I mean it's surrounded by mist on the thing. So I was like,
No, this is occurring in the real world, but you can tell like this is run by fairies from
Gotcha.
the Feywild. You know, this is a Fey thing. You're not in a demi-plane
Okay.
or whatever. So yeah, sorry, I want to make that clear. Also, before you move along, you all turn around from wherever you are, and you see a little old goblin running after you, who looks like he forgot something important.
Dad.
He's
That what you left here?
He's running after you, and he says,
Hey, you four, I forgot to give you something important.
Was it a
and
ticket?
he pulls out 4 cloth butterfly wings, 4 pairs of them, and he holds 2 in each hand, and he says,
Now, excuse me.
where does his voice go?
It was higher pitched.
You know,
And
Changes with the horn.
the this goblin here, he threw me off my game when I was welcoming you all to the carnival. Anyway, I have these butterfly wings. It's very important that you all wear your butterfly wings while at the carnival so we know that you bought your ticket.
I didn't buy a ticket.
So everyone knows that you have a ticket.
So,
And he hands you all each a butterfly wing.
did we notice anybody else wearing butterfly
Yeah,
wings?
everybody else has them on.
Okay.
Everybody's okay.
Everybody else here has butterfly wings on.
Oh, what a pain in my rear if I'm gonna wear this.
You gotta wear it properly now.
It's not that bad.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know that was. I didn't know that was actually part of what we need to be
So
doing.
are my wings bigger than all of these people? Is it just
Oh,
like
no.
still?
No,
Same size.
the goblin says,
Yes, it's very important that you wear your wings because it's very important that everyone here has a ticket. And the only way everyone will know is if you have your wings. Now, of course, it would be a lot more fun if you wore them, but if you'd rather just be a fuddy-duddy and hold them in your hands, I suppose that works, as long as you have the wings on your person.
I immediately put them on.
nice.
I put them on too.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry, I completely forgot.
That's
Yep.
fine.
Did you
You were
completely
giving a
forgot?
little bit of trouble
Or was this a thing?
earlier. At the beginning. It's understandable.
Yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
I mean, I like
Good follow
I
through.
like the character moment. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Good execution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he says, all right,
You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think
Right.
so.
Put my own. Put my own
All
right
right.
now.
Back to the ticket booth. Make sure no one else slips into the carnival unseen.
and he runs back.
Meek thinks to himself, "That was amusing." Easily so.
So does this fit on me?
Yeah.
Okay, like the strings are okay.
Elastic.
Okay.
Elastic
on
shoulder
head.
bands. All right, now, sorry, we're back up to speed.
I have a shield. I'm gonna put the butterfly wings like across the front of the shield,
Okay. And you guys have had your conversation about the mood of the carnival, right? Switching up.
like the front of a car.
Perfect. I love it. What do you do now? The three of you plus Bugbear at this point. You're all kind of gathered together again because he's gathered you again with the butterfly wings.
Why do you run so often? What are you
I don't run. I just
hastily
Someone-
speed walk?
I don't want to be involved with the mood change here. I don't want to be the one that gets punished.
Well, punishment wasn't necessarily mentioned, I don't think. But also, you're at the carnival. I feel like you're going to be involved no matter what.
Yeah, you don't exactly seem too full of smiles yourself.
Really, the one we need to be worried about is him.
Oh, definitely.
That's why
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
escaping.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not realize that?
Well, you're right here. I don't know that you've escaped very well.
I know, because I wanted to get the wings.
But you didn't know about the wings before.
He yelled at us to get the wings, so I just
Yeah.
assumed that he needed to get the wings.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
You are.
Don't worry about it.
Hey,
What?
have you guys seen? I don't really know how to describe it. Something like a sense of danger. I know it's got a bit of a funny smell to it. It's sort of like when you shouldn't do something, but you kind of want to, and nothing really stops you from doing it. You know what I
Fight
mean?
or flight
Hold on.
reaction?
Hold on, Rusty. Now, are you talking about a thing, or are you talking about something else that you might be confusing this with?
Your fight or flight reaction?
Oh yeah. Both of those, but mostly that.
Wasn't the lost and found mentioned earlier? Shouldn't we check there? I don't know what he's looking for. Do you know what he's looking for?
Some sort of concept, maybe? Yeah, I feel like the Lost
Yes,
and Found
that's
is
a
the best
concept.
place
Conceptually speaking, yes.
to go. Yes, I'm gonna go with that.
This party has immediately devolved to two fathers taking care of their two babies.
So,
Just kidding.
I mean, it works out for me. I've lost something as well, which I overheard, unfortunately. Not that I'm complaining. Free knowledge, right?
Wait, what have you lost?
Direction.
Direction.
Yes.
Well, you're trying to find
Have you all
something.
noticed that all of us has a anonymous benefactor?
That is suspicious, and
Right, I seem to have heard that.
Oh, and I got one too.
Right.
Yeah.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
Curious as it is, yes, I'm trying to find something. My name is Prince, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that earlier.
Right?
Oh,
Glad
yeah,
to meet you.
Vince?
And we're shaking hands, everything. Firm handshake, firm handshake.
I'm gonna like whip off my hat. My apologies, Your
Yeah, did we
Majesty.
Common misconception.
I love it. Bryce, everyone will say I love your character. I love your character.
My apologies. Both of you, both are.
It's a fine line to not make him annoying. I'm really trying.
Should I like
you're doing
kneel
fine.
down or something?
No. Prince, like, tracks.
Oh.
Missing Prince. You see, I'm quite sneaky when I want to be, so I was named because oftentimes I would go
You have
missing.
no prince.
Yeah.
Did you go missing because you lost your direction?
No, that's a specific direction. Direction to a specific thing is what I lost, but no.
I see.
Where are you trying to go? Maybe we
I
can
don't
point you
see.
the
I
right
don't
way.
understand.
You wouldn't know. It's a tabaxi thing. Only we from that place know where it is.
A string?
But I don't. What?
No,
That's
nothing.
racist.
That's
sorry.
very. I can't believe I'm siding with the goblin.
I said nothing in this one.
I didn't know it was racist.
You think I'm a common house cat?
No,
Then why would you mention a string?
I'm sorry.
Does seem a bit of a low blow.
I'm gonna go to the lost and found
Hey,
now.
he's not so bad. He gave me a button. Speaking of which,
I'm just giving him a hard time. Don't worry.
As he's playing,
hey, I hear you guys talking over there. Hey, that bugbear's cool by me. He gave me a button. My friend Marigold here's got a can. You guys got... Here, I'll give you the rhyme again. I know. I hear you're going somewhere else, and I mean, the Calliope's not a real attraction. The Calliope doesn't cost any tickets to hear because everybody can hear it. Well, I asked for buttons.
Wait.
Oh, no.
What was it?
Hey,
You just want the buttons? You just want buttons?
Hey.
Oh my god.
Listen to my rhyme.
Can I roll while he's doing that to see if I have buttons on hand?
Of course. Sir, I don't mean to interrupt you, but the mood of the carnival has shifted already.
While he's talking, I'm like rummaging around in my bag
Just
because I have a disguise kit with all these materials in
Hey,
it.
you don't have to reach yet. I want to try to convince you with my rhyme. All right,
So I want to pull out like I want to pull out a handful
Sorry.
of buttons. Like as he's going through the rhyme, I just want to like drop a button in like every time he
you
gets
just
to
have
the
a
end
handful
of
of
like a rhyme.
buttons.
I have a
The disguise
disguise kit,
kit.
so like I have like
He's got like 40 costumes.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to act out the way that he's as this is happening. As you drop the button,
spare a button if you please. I'll sew it next to all of these. I offer nothing in its place besides this smile upon my face. Look at all those buttons. Get them all, Marigold.
I'm just gonna drop them.
Oh, Lord. Thank you.
Are you gonna be all
I
right?
feel like we're wasting time
Oh, I
just
think I will.
standing here.
Yeah, you already gave me a button. Move along.
I rolled a 13.
Oh, wait, I got you a
That
button.
Stray button.
you found a button.
I found a button. I give him a button. That was my plan. 20 minutes ago, I deemed it appropriate to roll for buttons. I made it so.
What about
the
you,
whole
Goblin
reason I
Boy?
came for the carnival.
You giving buttons?
I have a change of fine clothes in my bag.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just like drape the fine clothes across the goblin beetle's arms?
Sorry.
What?
How can you not control that?
I can't. It just pops. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It just pops out.
Yeah, it just pops out.
I'm just gonna rip
Yeah.
like a handful of buttons off the front of
Thank
it. We'll just toss it in the can.
They're those old school, like the old antique furniture buttons. So he takes them, but he's mad.
They're like thick, like cast bronze, like it goes like plunk.
So I could just honestly
Wowza.
see you like with this fine clothing, whatever, rip the buttons off and put them in there, and then hand him the clothing as well.
Yeah. Do you want this? I can't really wear it without the buttons.
No, it's just the buttons for me, pal. Anyway, thank you guys very much for the buttons. I'll put them to good use. As you can see, they go on my dapper clothing. Interesting, none of you have a problem or a concern with me being a monkey. That's not a problem.
I'm a cat.
Maybe the racist has a problem with it. Oh, I just did my old lady hairstylist voice. Edna.
I didn't mean to be racist.
Hey, it's all right. Sometimes,
Thank
you
you.
know.
I'm gonna go to the
question
lost
for
and
you.
found
What
now.
happens when you run out of room for all your buttons? What happens when you run out of room for your
Let me
buttons?
tell you this. That's a problem for tomorrow me. Today me got plenty of room.
Fair enough.
Check me out.
Fair
Check me
enough.
out.
He turns around. There's just a big old open space.
That's amazing. You can fill that thing up quickly. Though.
His eyes narrow as he looks at you.
I'm putting you right here.
That's so weird.
Right here.
I'm going to leave now.
Yeah,
I'm
I've been
worried
trying
about
to
this
leave.
and also proud of this.
Right here.
Yeah, I'm walking away.
Left armpit. That's all you.
I'm backing up
Booking it.
slowly.
Yeah.
I'm smiling. I'm happy that he's got buttons, but I am backing
No,
up.
but in all seriousness,
slowly.
fellas, thank you very much.
Okay, I'm gonna leave now.
I'm already going.
Yeah,
I'm left.
I've been trying to
The
leave.
second right here got me out pretty quick.
I've got an extra shirt if you need some more real estate for buttons, mind you.
Like I said, I'll deal with this. This isn't a charity operation. I'm a collector.
I see.
Move along,
As
goblin boy.
I'm backing up, I want to pull out one more button and
I'm
just
trying not to be every
toss
one
it
of
over his
goblins,
head
too.
behind him like a distraction.
I'm trying not to be every one of his deep gravelly voices too. They're all going to kind of sound the same.
All right.
if I
At
just
this
talk like
at this point, I will say, as all of these buttons have been delivered with this generosity, whenever he starts back playing after talking to you, the music seems to be back to its
Hey.
normal cheerfulness.
We don't have to fight the button monkey.
Dang it! I should have put a message on the button.
All right. Anyway, moving along to the lost property, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You guys travel from the Calliope here. You make your right. You go past a bunch of stalls. There are people selling candy. There are games being played, all kind of good stuff. And you head over to the lost property where you see. Outside the lost property wagon is a large feline creature with midnight blue fur.
Hello.
That's what it looks like.
I thought you were just going to describe like a cage full of lost children.
It looks like Batra.
I'll put it on the other thing as well. But this is what you're looking at here.
It's a kitty.
It is got big butterfly wings on it.
So I got to take
It's
it.
a beautiful, large kitty thing. It has a pair of tentacles hiding from its shoulder. Excuse me. It has a pair of tentacles extending from its shoulders and wears fake butterfly wings. Hanging from its collar is a small wooden keg. The creature roughhouses with two young boys. One boy squeals, "Again, Darla, again!" while the other one hangs onto the creature's neck.
It's a displacer beast.
Probably.
My character doesn't know that.
Okay. That's what you see whenever you arrive.
The notebook. What? Oh, go away. The notebook that I have is just taking all this in, sketching it out pretty quick. I should probably ask about that.
While that's happening, I'm gonna go to the lost and found.
So I want to
Search
ask.
for-
It's two little boys.
Yeah.
With two,
Okay.
hey fellas, may I ask you, is this lost and found?
I don't know. We're just here hanging out with Durla until our mom gets back.
Were you lost?
Well, 1 minute mom was there, and the next minute she was gone. Or maybe we ran off. I don't really remember, but
As
Fair enough.
As the little boy says
really
that,
identify with these kids.
as the boy says that, the cat thing speaks up and says, "Hello there. Yes, this is the lost property."
Oh, don't
Wagon.
do that. That's
I'm so sorry. I didn't know you could. I didn't know you could speak.
Yes, of course I can speak. I can speak the common tongue, as well as Elvish and Sylvan.
ooh.
Very
I can
good.
speak Elvish myself.
Very interesting.
We seem to have lost a few things around here. You don't have any concepts, do you? Look, and I'm gonna like
Sorry, for
shuffle
those of you who
Rusty
can't see,
forward.
I'm looking quizzically.
I'm gonna like shuffle Rusty forward as best I can. Here, you explain it to it.
Yeah. It's about something like this, about bigger than a bread box, but smaller than a cantaloupe.
Now, I am immediately confused. You say it is a concept,
Apparently, it smells like something I don't know.
but you're describing something of size and physical presence.
Possibly. It's a bit nebulous at the moment. I couldn't tell you per se what it looks like, being that I don't remember because it was a long time ago. But
Maybe on our last visit 8 years ago.
I was here.
Multiple of 8, yes.
Yeah, I was here 8 years ago.
You were.
I was.
But it's only the four of you. I assume are close friends, and you have lost something.
Oh yes, me and the big fella go way back.
Oh,
I
No,
met him at
So
the
you're
don't
saying I
believe
should
me.
be
We've
on
all
the
just met
lookout
at the ticket booth.
for a bread
way
box.
back at the ticket booth.
Bread box, it smells a bit of something.
I'm confused.
It's a sense of danger, the presence of things to be avoided, of situations to
So
not
it
be
really
in.
is a concept.
Yes, a
He lost his
concept.
fight or flight reaction. That's what.
You can't lose something that's not a thing. So
But then how did you lose it?
I don't
if
know.
you can't.
Look, I didn't catch your name earlier, but can we just leave him here until his parents come to find him?
I think her name's Darla.
Actually, Durla is what the children have been calling me because Durlagron is a little harder for them to say.
Durlagron.
But my name is Durlagron,
Durlagron.
and I keep track of things that have been misplaced at the carnival.
Ah,
Interesting.
Wait, what's... Did I... what's...
displacer beast.
Because if it's a displacer beast, then
Yeah.
Point of inspiration.
To me!
Good job.
Do you have like a limit of things you can
I have
find?
like a lemon.
I thought he was about to say a limit of things I can take.
No, but I will
Starts
say...
packing up the two kids.
Before we start rummaging in the place here, have you all lost the same thing? Or-
Yeah, yes ma'am.
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I haven't lost a sense of danger.
I've lost. I can't laugh or smile. I can feel joy, I
Yeah,
guess.
well, I think we should feel like we should tell a joke. To
A
see.
joke.
I may look like I'm just running a daycare here, but I do have a very important job, and I don't
I
want to
got
be
a good
played a
one.
practical joke upon. So if you're missing the ability to smile, please, one of you tell this bugbear a joke, so that I can know how many things I need to be on the lookout for.
Do you have a dandelion?
I was gonna be like looking for the little dandelion stick.
I got a good one.
You do not want to have a dandelion.
Musty. Well, no.
That's staying.
Musty. Oh god. We went a bit off the rails right there, but we're back.
Musty.
Yes.
Musty. That joke was terrible.
I'm sorry.
Didn't you say?
All right, here. I've got one. I spend a lot of time with lost children. Your name?
Eric.
Eric. What is the difference between broccoli and boogers?
Nothing. Did you say nothing?
Do you know?
Both green.
That's the similarity.
What's the difference?
The difference between broccoli and boogers, Eric, is that kids don't like to eat broccoli. Not to smile on his face, it's true.
In his defense, that... Never mind.
It always is a hit with the children. But
I
am
used to
sad.
eat broccoli when I was a kid. I thought it was actually wonderful.
Stay with me here, Eric.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I am satisfied that you've all lost something. But
Like one taste.
I will tell you this.
concepts and nebulous things such as what you've said, not things that end up here in my wagon. Normally things like abandoned children, or balls, playthings, a wallet,
How does...
some cash. But I caution you.
I lost the money too.
I was waiting for somebody to say it.
Roll deception.
That's a 2.
About the size.
No,
of
wait.
loaf.
I'm sorry. I have -3 charisma. That's a -1.
You now pull out your
Now,
money.
don't be silly. Rusty, was it?
Oh, it was Rusty?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
I should tell you, though, things have been going missing here in the Witchlight Carnival.
What sort of things are going missing?
Whatever you
Things.
lost.
Apparently, the things that you have lost, as well as other things that get lost and never come back again. Hey, stop that! And one of the tentacles that she has comes and reaches and swats a ball out of one of the little boy's hands. You didn't notice it while she was talking, but one of the little boys was grabbing something out of the box inside the wagon, and she noticed it and immediately got very angry and smacked the ball out of his hands, and it went back into the box. And when that happened, it's a mirrored ball that he's had in his hands, but she smacks it out of there, out of his hands, and Vero begins to cry, "Oh, why you hit me?" and runs off into the carnival.
Can I
Is
try
it
to
a
like...
fushigi?
I thought it was a disco ball. That's powerful magic right there.
You're not ready.
can I make a dexterity check to actually catch the child before it runs into the carnival?
Grasp him with your long arms.
By this point, he's probably already gone. I think on this, we'll roll it. We'll roll it. It'll be hard though. He's speedy. He's small and you're tall.
While he's rolling, can I ask,
I've got...
does he still count as lost if he's,
Oh, wait.
and I'm just pointing behind us?
So what is this? A ability modifier or like...
Just dexterity.
Just,
or
yeah.
dexterity?
Yeah.
So +2.
No, so that's 18.
All right.
Hmm.
He escapes just barely.
Oh,
Ooh.
Unfortunately.
my 5 feet reach is gone.
Well, 10 feet.
Get the harpoon!
Because we have 5 feet reach normally, but you've got extra.
Oh, so I've got 10
I
feet
can't-
reach.
I can't. My arm out.
Yeah, but you're going off camera, so it gets the the Mr. Fantastic effect.